They start with a give to Connor. And not much there as he gets it up to about the 5-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Last week it was Connor filling in for Le'Veon Bell, and he did more than just fill in. He was good.
31 carries, 135 yards, 2 touchdowns on the ground, 57 yards receiving as well. You and I talked about this in preseason. He looked like he was back to being the best James Conner we saw at Pittsburgh before he got sick with cancer leukemia. He's back in full form now, and he played a great season opener.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Let's go, let's go.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. He gets it to Brown, complete. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker Jordan Hicks. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. The defending champion Eagles coming back out here on offense. Well, what was your takeaway from them on opening night? They got the 18-12 win. What do you see as you look at their schedule these next few weeks?
Yeah, my first takeaway was that they found a way to win ugly on a night filled with emotion, right, where you unveil the Super Bowl banner and you know everyone's going to come at you with full emotion themselves. They weathered the storm and got a win. But with the schedule coming up, I see games that they should win. Tampa Bay, Indianapolis, and Tennessee. And that sets up a big home date with the Minnesota Vikings, a repeat of the NFC title game.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Ertz over the middle. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Zach Ertz, 30 yards. And the Eagles are able to cash it in for 6. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Elliott now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Well, for Pittsburgh, as they come back out here, it's not going to get much easier. Then the Week 1 tie against Cleveland, Kansas City next week, and then they have Tampa Bay, but then Baltimore and Atlanta the following weeks.
Listen, if you're a defensive back, a secondary player, you better get your rest this week because Patrick Mahomes and Tyreek Hill, they're going to test you downfield. And that game with Tampa Bay looked like a gimme. No longer a gimme after what Tampa did against New Orleans. And then, who's that in the 4th game?
The Ravens.
The Ravens. Renewing that rivalry once again. One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him.
And they get to him with the pressure as Roethlisberger goes down. Brandon Graham. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger.
What's up? 59, what's up? 59, what's up?
They go play action now. Roethlisberger. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd. You know, when I see passes like that, I'm reminded of something you and I talked about yesterday. Big Ben was a wide receiver the first 3 years of high school, sitting behind the coach's son, and then he finally got that opportunity. I think he's made the most of it.
It's always the coach's son, isn't it? But you know where it helps him? When he looks downfield, he knows what the receivers are going to do. He actually has wide receivers' eyes when he's throwing the ball.
And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back to Heinz Field after this.
Ready? Lock 80!
They go play action with Roethlisberger. Steps away to his left. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Now it's Roethlisberger. What a spin. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Let's go, let's go.
They're going on 4th down. It's Roethlisberger. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down.
We got 3. Set! Like 20. 58.
Roethlisberger will hand the counter. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
We got 3. 3 down, 3 down. Slam, slam. 58, boys, 58, 58. Focus, focus. Man, that's trash. That's trash. Snickers. Snickers.
On second down, Roethlisberger going top shelf for Smith. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Mills. And the return will stop right around the 25.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Back, back.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. Gonna look deep for Jeffrey. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
Here we go. 120.
Wentz now on first down. This complete left side to Aguilar. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one. Wentz now 4 of 5 since coming on. It's 1st and 10.
Sunday.
Now it's the all-purpose back. This is Darren Sproles. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Darren Sproles, as the first half is winding down. And the Eagles add on to their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
Elliott on for the extra point. Elliott good with a PAT, and it's now 14-0.